In this video, I'm going to take a slightly blurry and pixelated image, and I'm going to be adding new life back into it, as well as bringing it into focus and improving the quality. So there's quite a few tips I'm going to be sharing, so make sure you follow along not to miss anything. So in the past, maybe you've tried to improve the quality of an image you have. You might have gone and tried to blur some bits and then tried to draw in some of the features again to add that detail back in. This is not only time consuming, but will most likely result in an image that doesn't look quite right. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be using some key tools to make this process easy and as efficient as possible. I'm using this lady. She does look a bit pixelated, as you can tell. Some of her features are out of focus and the image is quite grainy. Now the first thing we're going to do is go to filter and go to neural filters. Now Photoshop gives you a range of filters you can use for this. If you don't already have them downloaded, you can do this now. Pause the video and come back. The two I'm going to be using in this tutorial are skin smoothing and JPEG artifact removal. So with skin smoothing, you can just toggle this on. I want to do this before the JPEG artifact removal. So we're going to smooth out her skin and slightly adjust the blur and the smoothness until she looks about right. So then we can click OK, and then we can toggle on the JPEG artifact removal, and you can decide which strength you want to use. For this example, I've used high, just to show you what this looks like. Make sure you have your current layer selected and click OK once again. Okay, so here we can see, well, I can see some noticeable differences already. To take this a step further, and my second trick is to use Sharpen. We're going to use a smart Sharpen tool, and I'm going to adjust the amount and the radius. And you can see your image changing. I don't want her to be too blurred out, and I don't want her to be too in focus. If you do increase the radius, it will make her look more in focus, but the lines around her face are going to be harsher, and ultimately the image won't look any better. So that looks good to me. So let's press OK. If you look before, she was quite grainy. She looked pixelated. Her face looked pixelated, whereas now her face looks quite smooth, and the bad quality is actually a lot less noticeable. I'm going to use Smart Sharpen again. I'm going to also show you how you can use the shadows and highlights drop down to slightly adjust the image and make sure it looks as nice as possible. The radius usually is how much you blur or you sharpen your image, so make sure you're not too heavy-handed with that. Once I sharpen an image, my special trick is that I like to go to filter, stylize, and oil paint. And what this does is it adds a real smoothness to the texture of the subject's skin, and it makes the image look a lot less grainy, and the sharp lines that you might have got from sharpening the image will be softened by this filter. So I like to decrease the stylization so that it's at the lower end and the change is almost unnoticeable, but actually does make a difference when you zoom in. So if we look at the before and after, I can see a big difference. So here's the before and there's the after. So if you guys like this video, then please hit the like button. And if you want me to create a Photoshop tutorial on something specific, then let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.